hate how Blockbuster trade just announced. As this video hasn't even started yet. The Boston Red Sox have just traded Mookie Betts and David Price to the LA Dodgers. The trade just announced 12 minutes ago. The trade was announced by like a lot of people, but by Ken Rosenthal. Mookie Betts and David Price will be sent to the LA Dodgers in a blockbuster trade. The trade right now is for the trade, the return for Boston right now would be Alex Vargo and a piece from a different team. There's going to be a third team involved in this trade. But right now we're waiting on the results on a third team. Only thing we know right now is that the Red Sox have traded Mookie Betts and David Price to the Dodgers. In a shocking move, Boston has been talking about trading Mookie Betts because of his big contract and because they don't want to pay him going into next year, being that he's going to be a free agent next year, and they don't want to pay him the huge max deal that he wants. And the Red Sox are trying to get under the salary cap. So in the because of it, they had to make this trade. We did not know when the trade was going to be announced. Right now, there were two teams in the running. It was either going to be the Dodgers or the Padres, just who had the better package. And it looks like the Red Sox agreed that the Dodgers had the better package. Right now, the only trade piece that's going back to Boston at the moment is Vargo, who is a young outfielder for the LA Dodgers. Right now, Vargo is going to be a very good piece to our outfield, but right now we're still waiting on the rest of the trade. Right now, there's a rumored third team involved in this trade that we're waiting to see who that third team is. But what a shocking move today. No one expected it tonight at 9:20 sharp. Mookie Betts and David Price has been traded in a blockbuster trade to the LA Dodgers. And like I said, oh, here we go. The Minnesota Twins. Breaking news. The Minnesota Twins are the third team in the blockbuster trade. They still have not announced who is the person going to Boston from Minnesota, but Minnesota is the third team. As right now, we're still just waiting to see who the Red Sox are getting for the Minnesota Twins. But the Minnesota Twins are the third team in the three-team blockbuster trade that is sending Mookie Betts and David Price to the Dodgers. And right now, all we know is Vargo to the Red Sox. What a shocking move tonight. Apparently, people are saying the Reds were going to be involved, and apparently the Reds are not involved. So right now, all we know is Vargo is to Boston. And, the other two to L.A. Shockingly, David Price is gone, too. He was owed $90 million for the next 3 years, while Mookie Betts was owed $20 million this season. So Boston, needing to get under the salary cap, shreds $110 million off their salary cap, which is huge because they need to get underneath the cap so they can, afford more players next year. So right now, like we said, we're down to J.D. Martinez as our best player on our, but we still have Rafael Devers, who's young and was really good last year. We still have my favorite player, Xander Bogaerts, still on this team. Like I said, yes, we're probably going to be the third best team in the LA, the AL East. But the way the Yankees look right now, the way the Tampa Bay Rays look right now, it doesn't really matter. This is literally about our future at this point. And because of how bad our farm system was when we had Dobrowski as our general manager, this is probably the best move for the Red Sox to move on from Mookie Betts. It sucks that we have to move on from David Price because that lowers down our rotation. But we still have Chris Sale there, which is huge. And then we'll see how the rotation goes. Eduardo Rodriguez had a great year last year. Way bounce back year for Eduardo Rodriguez's career year. So hopefully he can continue. And hopefully Eovaldi can get back to his, past self when we saw in that 2018 championship. Right now, this is just confusing because right now it said literally 2 minutes ago, Minnesota was the team that was getting the trade. Now they're saying that the LA Angels could be the team in the blockbuster because apparently Doc Peterson will go from the Dodgers to the Angels. The blockbuster trade is complete. So I don't know what's going on. This is confusing me, this shit. And right now they were saying Minnesota's involved. Now Minnesota's not involved. Apparently now it's the so they're literally doing this. It's LA to LA and then to Boston with a trade. And why is Jock Peterson going to the freaking Angels? Why are we not getting Jock Peterson? Like, I swear to God, we're losing the most in this trade. Because right now, look, this was from Jeff Passan. The Minnesota Twins are the third team in the blockbuster deal with the Red Sox. And Los Angeles Dodgers, if it passes medical review. That's what's weird about it. And then it says this one, that Jock Peterson would go from the Dodgers to the Angels if blockbuster is completed. So is this a 3-team trade or a 4-team trade at this point? Because this is confusing me right now. But like we said, all we know right now is that there is a trade going through. Just medical shit is going on right now. That's the one thing that always has to be cleared. I think the one where you're going to have to think about is David Price because of his lingering injuries he's had for the last few years. Mookie Betts, I think it's healthy. And then depending on how the guys that are coming to Boston or whoever's going to the third team are too, you got to think about that. But just a shocking move. No one thought this was going to happen a few minutes ago. Right now, I feel like I should more go with Ken Rosenthal, who's been really good, with these reports. It's saying that apparently Jock Peterson will go to the Angels. So right now, I'm still waiting to see. Apparently, the Red Sox are supposed to get someone else. If they're only getting VARDUGO, and they just trade Mookie and David Price, I don't know what the heck the Red Sox are thinking of their trades. If I look through Twitter right now, there's a lot of pissed off Red Sox fans right now out there. With this, everyone's saying this is a disgrace. The Red Sox ownership's disgrace. I'm done being a Red Sox fan. This is bullshit. Like you said, everyone's gonna have their, thoughts on the trade. I don't know how to feel about it. I loved Mookie. I loved what he did for us. I loved how he was the MVP 2 years ago. He was one of my favorite players to watch every day. But again, you got to think business-wise, and that's the one thing with the Red Sox. You have to think business-wise. If it's not about the player. It's about will he be in your future plans and what does your future look like? And Mookie Betts, you cannot risk paying him that money next year and have him actually play, play to the money. You saw what happened to Bryce Harper. Philadelphia gives him all this money. I understand it's his first year, but Philadelphia gets him all that money, and he didn't have a good year last year. He had a horrible last year in Washington. No one's even thinking about him as the second best player in the league anymore. A lot of people say Mookie was. Now it looks like it's either between Yelich and Ben. What's it called? The guy from the Dodgers. I cannot remember his name. Bellinger. But you don't know if these trades these signings are going to work out, and that's one thing you got to think about. And the Red Sox are thinking long term. What's going to help their team? Because the Yankees are going to be there. And, the Houston Astros, even though they're cheaters, they're going to be there. Don't say because the Red Sox probably are cheaters too, but, I'm just saying. The Angels have got better. They just got Rondon to go with Trout. Like, these teams are going to get better. And if the Red Sox need a few years to rebuild, screw it. Let them rebuild. We have a championship in 2018. They're not going to take it away from us, even if we did if that cheating scandal goes through. But, that's having more blame on Alex Cora of all things. But right now, that's my thoughts on it. I'm not mad about it. I'm not upset about it. Yes, I'm upset when we're losing Mookie Betts. I'm upset when we're losing David Price. I love them. They helped us win that 2018 championship, but it's business. And that's the one thing we always have to think about. It is truly business at this point. It doesn't mean the player doesn't love us. It doesn't mean that, the general manager doesn't like the player. It's strictly business. This is a business. This is it. That's the one thing it is. It's truly a business. And how about Mookie didn't sign next year back? Just think about that. If Mookie Betts went somewhere else and we got nobody in return for him, then what? This is the right move for the Red Sox. Because if we lost Mookie for nothing, that sucks. That's what's worse than this, is losing Mookie for nothing. Losing the MVP 2 years ago. He had a step down year last year, but he still was great. But we needed talent in return, and this was the right move by the Red Sox. Right now, like I said, they still haven't. Apparently, I don't know if they're going to announce it tonight who's the third team, because the whole thing right now was confusing, of all things. But I guess we'll figure it out in the next couple hours who it is. The third team in this blockbuster. But it's just a shocker that, it happened tonight because no one expected. Yeah, I kept looking at reports because they've been talking about it. But like I said, no one expected it tonight. Like I said, now that we know. So this is weird because right now it's saying this David Price will be staying put with the Dodgers. So apparently they were talking about maybe dealing David Price somewhere else. But Kenta Maeda may be on the move. So Kenta Maeda may be on the move also for the Dodgers. I don't know where he may be going. But if he goes to the Red Sox, that's maybe even a better move than I thought about it right now. My phone's at 5%. I'm going to have to go charge this in a second. But yeah, whatever happens, I don't know when we're going to figure out this Blockbuster trade. But I'm going to have more information on it later on because right now we're not getting much information about the third team. A lot of people saying it's either the Twins or it looks like it may be the Angels. But like we said, guys, I just wanted to come on here and talk about this, a Blockbuster trade. We thought it was going to happen. We never knew, but seriously it was going to happen this year. It's this close to training camp. But the trade is pretty much going to go through. It's Mookie Betts and David Price to the Dodgers for right now. I don't remember what his name is, but Jose Vargo. It's Jose Vargo, the young outfielder of the Dodgers. Right now, we're going to figure out the rest of the trade later on. And when I do get that, I'll either post it in a different video or I'll post it on my YouTube. I'll post it on my Instagram. So go to my Instagram page, Pat Buckets07 for the latest information on the trade. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, though. I don't go live usually, but knowing that this trade went through, this is a reason to go live. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon. I'm out. Peace. I gotta try.